rid of this old stack here. Okay. What I like to do is when I'm doing this, I pull the wires off. Let it hold for a second so you're not, when you're bringing it down, it's not flinging solder everywhere. You can just pull these off. I think the ESC is still good on this one. I plugged in the flight controller and it wasn't lighting up. But I also noticed that he had the pins in the flight controller. They touched, so you probably can't see it, but I can see a black mark on that one there. So, something else that happened to this thing here while I got it apart. UTX looks alright. If I had a can of air, I'd probably fucking blow all this out here. So, and we'll get the new stuff and... Alright, so I thought this would be a good thing too. What I do is I kind of just squish this down, and then you just kind of just roll it in as you get them in there. Probably won't be able to get this one in much. Alright, so see how you get it in there, and just kind of work it and spin it a little, push it up with your thumb and spin it a little. Okay. So you get them all on there. And what you should do too is you take these other little gummies, pop these down here, put them all on each one. I believe the screws are tight on the inside. These don't spin. Maybe they didn't. No, see, when you spin them, they're tight. Okay. So I believe there's, it locks in here somehow. So once you get this all in there, you get that on there, then we'll solder up the motors. Alright, so we're gonna switch it up here. I think these are different size screws that came with this other one, because this fits right on here. This fits right on here. When I tried to put this on with the gummies, see how there's no extra room. So they gave me these little black washer things, I'm gonna call them black gummy washers. And we're just gonna stack them up and make sure that it's not touching the frame. Looks like it isn't. Okay, see, and then you press down and just make sure that, see, when you press down pretty good, it's not touching anything. These up. And then I'll go back to just pretty much everything just being plug and play. First thing I always check is make sure if you got a spot here, just double check and make sure everything's lined up right, because these can easily be pushed in the wrong way. Most likely your yellow and your green are going to be your current and your telemetry. And then your motors are in between, and then you got battery and ground also. So that looks right. And then this side connects up with the flight controller. Or with the ESC rather. So we're double checking, making sure everything connects right. Usually it's flipped over. So you just double check, pins are on top, pins on top, push them in there. And then double check it again. Looks like this helps the LED, and then see, black ground, power, bat, red. Red's always gonna be your power, your bat. So, and then you usually just do a little twist like this. Make sure that you got your arrow facing forward. Careful with these wires too, because I've had shit just not start up and then it just be in the harness. So we're just gonna mock everything up. Make sure everything is good. Okay. But I'm gonna solder all this stuff up first before we do all that. But that looks pretty good. Except we're gonna throw some in there. See how that's sitting on top? I don't like that. So, and we're gonna put these washers on here like so. And that's gonna lift that up just enough. Okay, and of course our power. I rarely ever use flux, but I got it, so we'll try it. I just suffered the whole time before. This is no clean too, so you don't have to clean it up afterwards. Take my wand. I got this too. It's just easier. So I still gotta change this motor, and then we'll be back. Alright. Now let's solder the motors up. I like to do the middle one first. And just wipe back towards the wire. See how that gets out of the way? It's easy. It's easy. So, boom. Not the best, but not the greatest. Alright. So once you get all these done, recheck everything. We just got these couple to do. Whoa, whoa, slide around. Okay. So you got a little scraggle here. I'll have to take that up. That's fine. I don't even like using tweezers, honestly. Set the wire up how you like it first. If it looks a little dry, put a little on top. Let it cool off for a second, and then just kind of rub a little on there. Boom. Little trick. That's touching. That's fine. Okay, we got all the motor wires hooked back up. I'm hoping that everybody just knows that much at least. This is a semi-beginner video if you already messed with stuff before. So, let's plug in our flight controller. Make sure you plug this shit in the right way too. You only get a couple chances. Plug it in the wrong way, it will go sometimes, and you'll end up bending the shit and breaking it like my buddy did. So give it a little spin, not too much, something tight on it. Push it down. It's a good time to check, make sure there's no shorts. Of course, I have mine. I did. Got mine right here. So, got the capacitor on. Now, Okay. So now we just gotta plug and play the rest of the stuff, really. Look on the back here, your VTX is gonna be the one with the VTX here. So you see VTX bat. Once again, make sure it's going in the right way. Pins are gonna be down. Plug this one in like this. So basically, you should have all your stuff ready to go. Boom, boom, boom. I soldered this crossfire on for him. So what I'm also going to do too is probably going to put some heat shrink over that. I shortened this wire also because he had everything all chopped up. Is they give you a wire for your crossfire, they give you a wire for your camera. So, and then we'll have our unplug this first. So your camera, it's gonna be this one here. It's got the CC. I believe that's for like your run cam, like your control. And your camera, ground, 5 volt. You can always remember you can also do all your stuff on here too. But camera, you might as well just plug in while you still have the cable. This came with an extra one, which is actually pretty good because I can never find these actual connectors for the cameras. So if you lost it, you're kind of screwed unless you can find it, or they have a nice little piece you can solder to the back of, but normally they don't. Just hoping this was in frame. So, and again, yep. You got your camera, your VTX, and basically now all we need is our crossfire, which I got laying right here. And I'm actually going to solder this on, and I'm going to show you where we can do this. Okay. Let's double check. So, that's what we'll wait and see. No smoke. Crossfire's lit up.